So a friend of mine suggested for me to he suggested a video idea of doing top 10 films and I said yeah, I'll do top 10 films of the year. No, he said no, by genre. And so I said I'm definitely doing that for sure. So today I'm going to be doing my top 10 action films. I'll do lots of these in the future, but today, um, yeah, let's start off with something good like action. Number one, I'll say, no, I mean number 10. Sorry, starting off this list is Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Very simple film, very 80s, ton of fun, kind of a thin story, but you know what? Who cares? I mean, like the action is so. This is such a fun film. Like I already reviewed this on my channel. It's a ton of fun, really. Number nine, Akira Kurosawa's Ran. I could have put either this or Seven Samurai on here, but I would call Ran more of an action film than Seven Samurai. And like no, not to mention that I like Ran a tiny bit more, but this was more of an action film than Seven Samurai is. So that's ultimately why this made a list and Seven Samurai didn't. Number eight, Scarface from 1983. Now, if you don't consider Scarface to be an action film, then that's fine, but it still is. I mean, I would personally call it an action film. I mean, yeah, most of the action takes place. It's very scattered, but you know, I'd still call it action. Number seven, Braveheart. I call Braveheart the best sword and sandals epic. It's extremely violent, but you know that's fine. Yeah, I would like it. It's still one of the best, probably the best Gaelic movie ever made. Okay, Gaelic or Celtic, I'm not sure. It's a Scottish film, so I'm not sure if that would qualify as being Gaelic or Celtic, but whatever. Oh, and throughout this list, there's going to be lots of cheats here, so I apologize. I simply can't call any of these many installments one above the other. So number six, I'm going to put all four Lethal Weapon movies in that category. Lethal Weapon, the Lethal Weapon series kind of changed me a little bit. One of the first things I ever loved as a film fanatic when I was 12. I gotta call it one of the best action series ever. Number five, the first two Terminator films. Now I know that there's quite a few other Terminator films, but none of them have even come close to reaching the levels of number one from 1984 and number two from 1991. They just haven't. Great films. Number four, the first four Die Hard films. I know that they made Die Hard 5 in 2013. That was atrocious. I really enjoyed all four, the first four Die Hard films, pretty much equally. Maybe a tiny bit differences here and there, but yeah, they're all really mighty fine films. Yeah, number four, the first four Die Hards. Number three, King Kong from 2005. Very underrated, and yes, I would call King Kong from 2005 better than the version from the 1930s. It's just amazing as hell. Number two, Aliens. Now, Aliens, it's a clean mixture between being horror, sci-fi, and action. While the first Alien movie from 1979 was a clean mixture between just horror and just sci-fi. So yeah, I'm gonna I really love both Aliens. I mean the first two, but I would qualify Aliens as being an action film. Maybe not first and foremost, but definitely worthy of making this list. Definitely worthy of being number two. Number one, the Indiana Jones trilogy. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade. I had to cheat for this, especially for the number one spot. It's Indiana Jones. They're just amazing. They're just amazing ass things. So there you have it, my top 10 favorite action films.